Well, hello and welcome to this midday market mood check with me, Nandita, Khemka, and my colleague Yatin, Mota. Well, Yatin, red is the color that's dominating the screens a day ahead of Valentine's Day. In fact, Nifty is now below that 17,800 mark towards the low point of the day. And what's really dragging the indices is the entire Nifty IT pack, the PSU banking pack, media pack. In fact, all the sectors, if you look at them, they're all trading in the red. The cut is deeper when it comes to the mid cap and small cap universe. Mid and small cap indices are down somewhere around 1.5% or thereabouts. And if you look at the top Nifty losers, Adani Twins, Adani Ports and Adani Enterprises and SBI, all three counters are the top losers on the Nifty. Well, these three Adani Group companies have pledged fresh shares and in favor of SBI. Yeah. However, SBI management has clarified to CNBC TV 18 that these loans, in fact, these pledges have been taken for existing, as in collateral for existing loans, and there are no fresh loans being extended to the group. Yeah. So, in light of all this news flow, all these three top losers on the Nifty are Adani Group companies and SBI. Aside of that, gainers are few and far between. Titan is one of the stocks that's the top Nifty gainer, and Bajaj Auto and Eicher were some of the few gainers on the Nifty as well. Yatin, tell me, what are you picking up in today's week session?
So I think it's a tough Monday, and obviously the kind of pre-opening preparations that traders were doing are in vain, because there was expectation that we will find support once again at 17,800 odd levels, and we are well below that mark. And if you look at the result reaction, they have been very sharp and very deep cuts coming in for stocks like Lupin, which are down almost 12% post results. On the weekend we had results of Naukri, which is Infosys. That stock is down almost 12% as we speak. So a lot of pressure on this name. We also have the likes of City Union Bank. Post results, the stock is down 14%. They have cut the loan growth targets, in terms of guidance. There were divergences in terms of bad loans, which was reported, which again had some investor concerns earlier also. Balkrishna Industries, which is BKT, that stock is down 10% post earnings. So it's been a tough environment for stocks which have reported weak results, and the reactions have been very, very sharp. So all of these stocks are facing some pressure. If you look at the mid cap end of the market, we have select metal stocks which are gaining, the likes of Nalco up 2%. We have commodity names like Oil India, that stock is up 7%. Policy Bazaar, after good guidance on the profitability or the path to profitability, that stock is up 2%. But clearly, we have the Adani Group stock also, which are down and about in trade. Obviously, Nandita was mentioning the pledge share issue. But apart from that, there is some serious profit taking after the rebound that we have seen in most frontline Adani stocks, the likes of Adani Port, Ambuja Cement, Adani Enterprises, all of them are down. And look at Adani Wilmar, that stock is also down 5%, locked in lower circuit. One interesting name, Nandita, Coforge. There was a big deal of 10% equity at a 6% discount. Stock is, post that deal, suffering in trade, 6% down. Yeah. So no more gains coming in for that block deal name. So these are the few stocks which have been making headlines, but clearly a poor trading session. Advanced decline ratio almost 1:3. So clearly, you can't expect a recovery in the second half. The kind of selling which is there in the first half, probably it is difficult for the markets to at least recover intraday for trade today, unless there is some good news which happens in the second half.
Inflation is going to be declared later in the evening today. That is one cue that traders will be watching out for. Nykaa earnings are coming out today, so that stock will also be watched out for.
I think Bata and SAIL, these are the two stocks in the F&O space which will report earnings, apart from Nykaa.
So all these counters, and Adani Enterprises as well reports earnings this week, if I am not mistaken. So that is something. And US CPI data will also be coming out tomorrow. So these are some of the cues that investors will watch out for. But as of now, we are down and out. Might as well, below that 17,000, way below that 17,800 mark. As I said, the mood is pretty much weakish, and the screen is full of red as we head into Valentine's Day. We'll have to see whether we can, reverse this course, and maybe, if the inflation data is good, we can reverse some of the losses in tomorrow's session. Otherwise, it looks pretty much bleak. And in fact, in the morning, I was talking to one of our technical experts, asking them whether or not we can look at getting out of that 17,940 zone, which has been acting as a resistance on the upper band. But now we have broken below that 17,800 mark as well. So yeah, it looks tough, but let's see if the inflation data is favorable. We may at least look at cutting some of the losses that we are witnessing in today's session. Well, with that, I think it's a wrap on this midday market mood check. But for all your other market news and financial news, stay tuned to Moneycontrol.